Alright, we're back. It is currently 8:25 a.m. and we're gonna be starting the stream. I know I said I was probably gonna do buried, but I kind of just need to get one game in at least, one good game at least of Nuketown Zombies, so that way my rank progression won't mess up. Again, the ranking system's a little odd, where you have to like play at least 5 days in a row to get the light up on the skull. But I'm trying to get to shotgun rank, but right now it has me at knife. The only thing that'll bump me up to shotgun is time played, which is why I'm making an effort to at least play once a day, at the very least once a day. But I'm gonna be sharing this stream with my homies, and hopefully at least one person joins. If not, fuck it. I'm talking to the Mbappe special, which is nothing. For example, nothing. Absolutely nothing. So, you know, that's what we're doing. The live stream is going to be the same title as yesterday because, again, it's just the same shit pretty much. But, you know, just trying to get that out there. At the very least, this will be a decent memory to look back to when I'm like 50, 60 years old. Or who knows, this might be something that my kids will see and they'll cringe at it because it's just a regular video game. Not much to it. Raw thoughts. That's pretty much it. Let me show this real quick. I mean, if anyone joins, it'll be cool for them to at least tell me that they're here. Like, when I'm live streaming on the PS5, it pretty much just tells me that a person joined. It doesn't tell me who it is. Like, yesterday, Z Replays joined, and he put in a comment, so I knew that he was in there. I had some other people join the live, but I just didn't know who was in because it just doesn't tell me, you know, unless you drop a comment or you put something in the live chat. But for the most part, I mean, it's just, you know, normal game of Nuketown. Live commentary, I guess. I really try not to talk about the game, even though that's a lot of what I talk about, but I try to talk about other stuff that's going on. Yesterday I was talking about the movie Obsessions. Still in a bit of a rabbit hole about the whole situation. I actually put up a poll yesterday on my Instagram, and I asked people who they thought the victim was. And I shit you not a single person chose Bear, and everybody thought Nikki was definitely the victim in that movie.
Double points.
I mean, food for thought, right? You know, nothing much to write home about, but it's a really good movie. It's, again, I still want to rewatch it, but that's one of the things that I've been talking about with a lot of people. Besides that, I mean, I'm not really much of a movie watcher. Like, movies aren't really my thing. Like, I'm more into shows. Shows like The Rookie, The Fosters, a bit of a, I wouldn't say dramatic show, but, you know, something that's got some intensity, a little bit of more exaggeration to it. Like, I don't know, I've always been into, like, people being put in, like, impossible situations that, you know, obviously they're gonna get out of, but, you know, you just try to figure out how they do it. There's a lot of that in The Rookie and The Fosters, you know, like, okay, you painted a picture of, like, how good or how ugly it could get. How do we come back from this? How do we get away from the whole situation in general? How do we move on? It's a pretty good show. The Rookie's a pretty good show. I would say it kind of died down in the most recent season. Another good one that's just like shit hits the fan, balls to the wall is Shameless. Shameless was a pretty good show, but then, I don't know, once the main character... what's the main character, you know, kind of like fell off on the show. It's like the show kind of died with it. It really wasn't as interesting. A lot of shows end up doing that kind of stuff, you know, where like they have a good run for like the first 2 seasons maybe, like where they're just hitting brick after brick, and they're just laying a good foundation down, and then it's always that one whack season that just messes it up for the entire show. I've seen shit like that happen. Another good example is All American. All American was a pretty good show, but I don't know, it just kind of like fell off after like the second or third season. I've tried to rewatch it. I don't remember exactly where I left off on Netflix with the show All American, but I've tried to rewatch it, and that was like maybe a month or two ago. Of course. But yeah, that was like a month or two ago, and I definitely don't remember where I left off. Again, I don't know why, but shows just have these tendencies of like messing stuff up after like a good 2 seasons, whether it's removing characters or adding characters. Like good TV shows just end up like losing the sauce, you know. They lose the magic, they lose the intrigue, and yeah, basically it's, I don't know. Don't get me wrong, like there are probably a lot of more better movies than good TV shows, but that's only because, again, TV shows have like a longer span of time. Like a regular TV show lasts 30 minutes. A decently timed movie is about an hour 40, an hour 30 maybe. And that's like what, 2-3 episodes on a regular TV show. Again, it's like TV shows definitely have a longer story to tell, with maybe just a little bit more detail or just more character progression, character development. But I think movies are a little bit more better than TV shows. I mean, in my opinion, no, right? But I think that movies are better consumed because it's not always, but it's a movie is usually a full story, beginning to end. Like you get everything. You get a character's background, what they're aiming for at the end of the movie, or what's their goal, whatever, you know. But with a TV show, you end a season and you're like, okay, where do they go from here? Like, how do they move on from this? How do they move on from this like crazy situation that they've been building up to this entire time to what they got going on now? Like it's night and day. But like movies, it's kind of like, I don't want to say short form. I don't want to say short form content because, again, it's an hour-long movie or whatever. But in comparison to shows, like the shorter time spent telling a story is in a movie. You got like about an hour and some change to tell your story, get the point across, or leave on a cliffhanger and get ready for the next one. But again, not all movies progress like that. Like TV shows, that's really like what they do. They just, actually, you know what? I might have to go on the ball. Oh wow. That didn't make a difference. I just turned on the volume on my headset, but again, it's if I end up taking short pauses, oh my god, why on round 7, bro? I'm not gonna lie, there's one thing I hate about this is like this hit system. You get hit by a zombie and you get slowed down and like, yeah, no shit, the zombie has another chance to freaking hit. Why am I not? Oh, I was about. Oh, I was about to say, bro, why am I not being revived? I spent a lot of time down and it did not say I was being revived. A little weird. But again, if I ever take short pauses in the middle of like talking or whatever, it's because I'm looking at my phone. But yeah, I think movies are kind of overrated. Like that's probably a hot take, right? 'Cause I don't know. I've just never been like that much of a movie person. I've never been much of a movie person. Like, there's a couple of good movies out there for sure, right? Like, there's definitely like really, really good movies, but like, I don't know. I feel like TV, maybe not movies, right? Because movies, going to the movie theater is pretty like something that people still do a lot. But
Double points.
I don't know. I think they've definitely lost some sort of like form of storytelling. Like, when I think of a good movie, and I mean, again, it's just my opinion, you know, it's definitely not, it definitely doesn't hold a lot of weight. It's not like I'm, oh my god, I needed to breathe for that one. Okay, so that was for sure. Before I buy Speed Cola, let's go check out what that was. But I feel like there's a lot of, oh, I'm dead. Oh my god. This is fucking brutal, bro. I'm not gonna lie. If Jug isn't what fell in the back of the greenhouse, we're looking at a short stream today. A really short stream. And I'm on round 8. This should not be happening right now. That's my last revive right there. So, it's not good at all.
Insta-kill.
Fuck off. Oh my god. This might be a short stream, guys. It's pretty early, for sure, right? But I'm on. Well, let's see what I can do. But having Pack-a-Punch, that's not a good thing. It's really not. Like, Jug is a crush perk. I definitely need it. But, I don't know. This might be a problem. Second thought. Again, this isn't like game changing, right? But hey, it's another gun. It's a really good gun. But again, I don't know. I think movies and TV shows have definitely lost some sort of like form of storytelling. Like, there's not a lot of intrigue, at least. I mean, maybe it's because since I guess movies existed, like I wouldn't necessarily say we've seen it all, right? Like, there's definitely certain ways where you can go about telling a story and getting some people interested, like genuinely interested in like what you got to put on the table, like what you got to say. I'm dead. I knew it. You know what? I don't know. I kind of want to quit.
Max ammo.
I kind of want to quit, but where was I? Storytelling. Yeah, like, I don't know, like, maybe it's because since all this shit started, like, we've basically seen it all, but then again, we haven't, because there's always something different to say, there's always some different perspective that you can put stuff in. Yeah, looking at my phone. Yeah, like, I don't know, like, there's definitely a lot of, like, old school movies that are, like, pretty good that I like as well. That, like, you know, some of the new stuff is definitely pretty decent as well. But there's also, like, some films from, like, way back when that are pretty good, in my opinion at least, right? movie that I really liked was A Bronx Tale. If you've ever seen or heard of that movie,
Double points.
it's a pretty good movie. Like I like it a lot for sure. But again, it just gives you like oh, I'm dead. Oof. It gives you perspective, like on people's stories, people's backgrounds, upbringings, whatever. It's definitely a really good movie. Oh my god. 4 downs in 10 rounds. That's oh my god. How long has it been? It's only been like probably 20 minutes, I bet. 16 minutes? Nah, that's foul. We're gonna run that back. Fuck it, we're gonna run that back. Um, A Bronx Tale is a pretty good movie. I really liked it a lot. Um, The Outsiders, it became a book. I read the book in middle school, I think. I can't remember what grade. I think it was 5th or 6th grade where we read that book. I remember when we first started reading it, we read as much as we could. I think we were probably on like the 2nd or 3rd chapter by the time the weekend hit. And of course, the teacher encouraged us, oh, if you want to get ahead, you're more than welcome to, but you know, we're going to keep going at the pace we're at right now with the class and whatever. That weekend, again, this was probably like my first book I had ever read, like start to finish, that I was genuinely interested in. And yeah, that weekend I pretty much almost finished the entire book that Friday night. And then by like Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon, I was basically done with the book. And The Outsiders is a pretty good movie. It's a pretty good book. It's pretty much the same thing. I wouldn't say it's the exact same thing. Like, people always say that like books are better than the movie, but look, a book is only as good as you make it out to be, because you read a book and you read how the author is describing these people and you paint this picture in your head. But then when you watch it as a movie, you're not watching it from a perspective of you reading it and fitting the description of the book. It's a visual that somebody else put out. It's a visual that a director put out, whatever producer put out, and you end up with something that you definitely didn't think you saw in the book. Or at the very least, I've never done it, right? But like, you know, when you're reading a book, you kind of put yourself in their shoes. You put yourself in the main character's shoes, where like, oh, it's a little bit different, because I'm putting it in the perspective as it being me going through these problems, or me going through this ride with this character as if I was that character. But Outsiders is also a pretty good movie, pretty good book. It's like a pretty sick. When I say sick, by the way, it's kind of like a good thing, not sick as in like demented, twisted, hard to watch, whatever. Like I think it's a pretty good book, pretty good movie. Storyline is sick. Like everything about it is pretty cool. And then again, like this is somebody's thoughts or story or imagination that they thought about in the, I want to say 80s, because I think that's when the movie came out, in the 80s. So like that story's pretty old, if I'm not mistaken. But A Bronx Tale is a pretty good one from way back when. The Outsiders is a pretty good one from way back when. In terms of like, I guess modern movies, or not modern, but I guess closer to like my era of movies when I was growing up, the Toy Story is a pretty good series, and they recently made a new one, Toy Story 5. It's a really good movie. Like, I'm obviously exaggerating, right? But like, who knows, maybe I'm not, but I am. Trust me, I am. I've seen Toy Story 5, and like in the first 10 minutes, I like, again, I'm exaggerating here, right? But like, holy shit, I wanted to cry, man. Like, to see, again, this is like a kid's movie, but you know, everybody can watch that movie. It's a pretty good movie anyways. But if you see the movie Toy Story 5, like within the first 10 minutes, like it's already like tugging at your heartstrings. Like you just feel that ball in your throat, you know. Um, I thought it was a pretty good movie as well. It shows how kids are evolving, I guess. That's the best way to put it. Without giving too much away about the movie since it's practically new, but it just shows you how much we've evolved as kids, if anything, not just as humans, but as kids, you know? Like, kids are definitely going to have way different childhoods than what we have today. And then, of course, we've had different childhoods than the people, our elders, you know, like our parents. Like, our parents definitely had a different childhood than we did. Like, we've probably had it, like, easier or different or more, what's the word? I don't know, I don't want to say cushion because, I mean, technically you want better, right, for the next person, you know, if you're, especially if you're a parent, you want better for your kids, but people don't always get that. I think people sometimes end up with, like, worse, and again, it's not their fault, right, but I think sometimes when people are trying to aim for something better, it ends up just being worse, and again, it's not something that people like to talk about, but there's some truth to it. Like, you're definitely having a different upbringing than your siblings, let alone your friend. Like, your friend is probably like somebody who lived a different type of lifestyle compared to your sibling. But if you're the middle child, again, I'm gonna go there because I'm a middle child. I'm gonna go there. But if you're a middle child, you're definitely having like a different perspective on the way you grew up compared to your younger sibling, compared to your older sibling. Like, Unleash DFS. I wish I knew who that was. Unleash DFS 2962. What's up? You definitely grew up in a different environment, different treatment, etc. Like, there's always a different perspective on how things turn out or how you feel about how everything turned out, but again, it's just evolving with the times, adapting, finding a better way, shit like that. But Toy Story is actually a pretty good movie. Another modern movie that I could think of, I don't know, but I could tell you one thing: Scary Movie 6 was not it. I was literally having a conversation with my coworker about Scary Movie 6 yesterday, and she was like, "Oh, you saw the movie, right?" I was like, "Yeah, I saw it, and it wasn't good." I told her I didn't like it. There were some jokes that, like, you could tell they were trying to tell a joke, or they were pushing for a laugh or something, but some of these jokes, they fell flat at the movie theater. Like I wouldn't say crickets, right? But like nobody was definitely laughing, and I could tell that there was definitely a way for them to try to like get people to laugh or make it a punchline or something, like. But that shit was not hitting. Like, I don't know. I think it goes back to like people like not being able to tell a story. This is a comedy, you know, and like it's not funny. Like, it was actually, to my opinion, right? I thought it was pretty late. I thought it was super late. Oh God. First down in round 5. I hate this. I hate this so much. This map is definitely a challenge, right? And I know I said it in like one of my other live streams that this really isn't a challenge, but like I got set up with Jug pretty early, and like I'm getting my ass handed to it right now. Again, Jug is like super essential in zombies, but yeah, like the movie wasn't funny. Like I can't think of a pretty good comedy that I've seen in a while as well too. Talking about movies, I have a really hold on, I'm looking at my phone. My bad. My brother, he really likes Adam Sandler movies. You know, my boy Jay, he really loves Adam Sandler movies, and we've seen a whole bunch of them, and we always thought that they were hilarious. Like, I haven't seen Happy Gilmore 2. I haven't even seen the first one. but we've seen Click, The Longest Yard, Mr. Deeds, 50 First Dates, and like Billy Madison. Like these are all really good movies, and some of them are like kind of, I wouldn't say kind of old. Some of them came out again in the time that I was growing up, right? But some of these, oh wow, some of these movies were like pretty good. They were pretty hilarious. Like we always found them to be super funny. And there's so many lines that like we can quote and reference. I feel like that's another thing too. Like some of these lines, some of these quotes that these characters give, like they have to be referable. Like in today's day and age, like a movie wouldn't necessarily be referenced. It's more like it becomes a meme. Again, recently with the whole obsession thing, like there's been a whole bunch of like her flipping out at the diner, but there's so many good lines in Adam Sandler movies that are just hilarious. Um, I'm trying to think of some other good movies and TV shows that are semi-decent to today's standards. I don't know, like, I definitely don't think that there's a lot of, like, good comedies that have been out recently. Like, I think nowadays it's, like, super hard to be funny. Not super hard to be funny, per se, but, like, people don't understand your humor, because there's definitely, like, a side of people that just refuse to laugh at something or think that something's funny because it seems a little bit messed up to laugh at. But then again, that's just like a different type of humor, you know, like it's not for everybody. I'm pretty sure that there's a lot of movies that people don't think are funny or hilarious. Like there's probably a lot of people that probably think that the Adam Sandler movies are pretty fucking stupid. But like there's just a lot of things to like oh my god, I can't. Oh my god, what do I do? I'm suffering here, man. I'm suffering. I just lost 3,500 points on perks. Nothing. Really for nothing. Want some Mbappe special shit. Oh, that's good. That'd be some shit if that crawler would have kicked my ass. You know what? That's what it is, man. Like I'm relying on these quick revives. I haven't even bought a weapon. I need to just start protecting myself, man. Like, why am I... Oh my god. What is this? I don't know, like, maybe it's because, like, the recent streams that I've been having, but, like, man. Maybe not the last game, right? But, holy shit. Have I been getting shit luck with the box? And then with these perks, like, I haven't... Thank you. Thank you. You know what? 5 thank yous. 5 sets of thank yous. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Again, some people won't get that. Some people might think that's funny. Some people might think that was lame. But it's pretty hard to like put your finger on the pulse on what's funny and what's not, because some people definitely will find it like stupid. Some people definitely will find it as just like it being lame. But I can't think of any other pretty good funny movies again. Like there's definitely like good comedy actors like Joe but Jonah Hill's like, I don't even want to say a handful because there's definitely more, but like there's some people that just don't find him funny, you know. Some people think it's pretty typical for him to do those type of movies because that's pretty much all he does. But I don't know, like at least from what I can remember, I don't really think there's that many roles where he's playing a serious character or in a serious movie. But like, holy shit, are some of the movies he's in for comedy are hilarious. The Wolf of Wall Street is a really good example. Like, that movie is hilarious. It's a really good movie that I like to rewatch every now and then because of the whole story behind how Jordan Belfort became successful. But to add a character like, who knows, maybe it was real, maybe it wasn't, but to add a character like Jonah Hill and that type of movie made it into like a semi not so interesting movie to like being one of those movies that I'd love to rewatch again because there's so many funny lines and quotes of just Jonah Hill alone, not including just Leonardo DiCaprio as well in the video. I mean, in the movie, right? But it's pretty good stuff. Like, I've also I've enjoyed Pain and Gain. Maybe it's another. Oh shit. Maybe another reason why I enjoy those type of movies is because they were based on like true events. Maybe not. Oh shit. Maybe not like Adam Sandler movies, right? But,
Double points.
The two that I just recently talked about, The Wolf of Wall Street and Pain and Gain. I think they're based. I'm almost certain they said it was right, but they're based off of true events. Maybe not the whole full story, the whole full movie is all like 100% real and exactly to the T, but there's some pretty good movies out there based off of true events, and that's another thing too. Like, sometimes storytelling isn't in fiction, it's in stuff that happened in real life. Now, mind you, stuff like the Michael Jackson movie, I haven't seen it, but a lot of people seem to like the movie. I think the movie ended on a certain note. But yeah, people seem to really enjoy it. Whether it was people who had never heard of this guy for the first time, or they've been knowing that they've been a fan of the past or fan.
Kaboom.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take the safe route. I'm really trying to make the stream last. Like, I only have like maybe one more try in me if this goes south, but I'm really trying. You know what? Let's just open it up better. That's what I need, a better way out. Hopefully the perk drops soon. But I'm losing my thought process right now. That I'm trying to focus. But oof. There. Oh my god, if they would have hit me like that. Thank God for speed level on the LMG will cost me. There was another good TV show, kind of flipping from movies to TV shows on that, but there was another good TV show that like I was kind of getting into, but I just couldn't like fully commit. My brother Jay was showing me this show called House. It's about this doctor, I guess. I don't know. It was pretty interesting. It was pretty cool. But I don't know. I just couldn't like commit to watching the show. Like, it's one thing to watch a really good episode and then like go from like a show that's like pretty much like not always those same highs and lows for story. But, oh my god. I'm doing more damage, man. To myself, to my ranking, to everything, bro. This is stressing me out. Well, now I have nothing. Now I have the Mbappe special. I forgot what I was talking about beforehand. This shit had me like flustered. Like, why isn't this shit working, man? Pack a punch. No, I don't think that. Well, I could use it on the M27.
Double points.
Like, what's the point of double points if I can't spend it? You know? Like, I know what, some monkeys would be cool. Oh, I know what that was. Who knows, we might not even find out. Oh my god! Yeah, we're not gonna find out. What is that? What is that? I'll take it, I'll take it. Oh my god. Can you please give me Jug, for fuck's sakes? Maybe we need something to run with. If this isn't Jug, the stream might be over, chat. For sure. I can't do this. I can't do this. Oh my god. How did I not? So I'm not getting jugged till round 19, and that's like not good. The best I could do is just like train as much as I can and then just get rid of everything as quickly as possible. But like, oh my god, so then for the next 5 rounds is gonna be brutal.
Double points.
Absolutely brutal. God. I just want one good run, man. It's not quick. I almost convinced myself that the co-op stats were my actual stats, but no. Oh my god. It's tough, man. It's tough. That map is hard. I'm still at knife rank. I don't know. Maybe Maybe transit's just not the way to go. Town has Pack-a-Punch, it has Jug. I think I'd probably do better off in town, honestly. Like, Nuketown. Die Rise, I mean, we have the bank, but it's not that bad. Buried, same thing, we have the bank. It's not that hard. I think a lot of people really like playing Buried. Like, for the most part, I play with my homies. Buried a lot, but Origins has no bank. Setup takes forever. There's mud. There's a lot of negatives to it, but the wonder weapons pretty much carry us through those high rounds. You just gotta be careful. Nuketown, I'm not gonna lie, I might just give up on Nuketown. Mob of the Dead, there's not really. I don't think there's much negatives to it. I mean, just going to Pack-a-Punch could be pretty easy once you pretty much got the whole setup. But how long have I been streaming? It's only been 41 minutes. I'm not gonna lie. I can't get a good game in. I'm getting like shit luck with the box, shit luck with the perks. I just can't do it today. This might be the short stream today. I mean, 40 minutes is not much to go off of, but I needed to get a game in at least for the rank. And again, I think I ended up doing more harm to the rank than good because I died pretty early. 4 downs in both games. That's 8 downs for today. That's pretty bad. But I still have a knife rank. Hopefully, after I get the required playtime, I end up getting shotgun rank. As long as I get to be shotguns at least once. I just want the shotgun rank once. This is the highest rank I've ever hit ever. Even way back when this game originally came out for the PlayStation 3, I never hit knife rank. Now that I'm on knife rank, like, I want to go to shotguns. I'm like this close. I just need playtime, and hopefully my stats are good enough to be shotgun rank, but who knows? I'm gunning for it, but it's gonna be the end of the live stream today. Fuck it, I'm just gonna call it for today. Same time tomorrow, I guess, maybe a little bit later. The stream started a little bit late today, but I had stuff to do. I had stuff to do. I was a little bit busy, but I got 2 games in, shitty games, but we'll see what happens in the next one. So I'll see you tomorrow.